Yep, it's that time of year again. We're at the end of the 2022 here. Time to get ready for the upcoming tax season once we get through the holidays. So I want to take just a few quick moments here to kind of show you how to go through and utilize our organizer that we're going to be putting in your portal to try to help you be able to get your information together and get it to us prior to your tax appointment. So let me get that pulled up here real quick. First thing you're going to do is you're going to browse out to our portal system and log into your portal with your access code 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 4 and your password, which password requirement is it's got to be at least 8 characters long, uppercase, lowercase, and numbers. So that way there you can take and make it longer, which is recommended, but that's the minimum. Once you get into your portal and you're logged in, you'll view my tax returns and documents. And you're going to see the one here that says 2022 organizer. For individuals, you'll open it up. It'll download. You'll take and open up that download there. It's got a nice little letter where we're telling you we want this stuff 2 weeks before your appointment. We also want to make sure that you do include all of the source documents. So since you're including the source documents with the stuff, you don't have to really transfer the numbers over. You can just write on the page if you print it out, see attached, and all. If you do have any questions and you want to take and send them to us through email, it does have the email address to where you can reach everybody. So if you want to email Tammy, you just type in that email address there and start typing up a letter like you're talking to Tammy. Just, like Tammy, and then type in whatever you want to say. That way there we'll know who to route the email to. If you want to send it to Dennis or Andrea or whoever, and this is an email address that everybody gets to see. So that way there we can take and look at it. And if all of a sudden someone is busy to where they can't take care of it, the other people can take care of responding to it as well. The organizer does have a checklist. It shows you the documents that we had last year in big bold letters, in all caps. So that way there you can make sure that you got all your W-2s attached, interest statements and stuff like that. If you had a business, it'll have the business name typed in there if it was a Schedule C, Schedule F for a farm or a rental activity. Things like unemployment compensation, that's in upper and lowercase letters. That's kind of just a generic one where you might have had it, you might not have had it. So just if you see it in upper and lowercase, then that's just one that to try to make you think about, well, did I have unemployment? No, then just don't worry about it. And then there's a bunch of other little odds and ends things, investment interest, mortgage interest, not cash contributions, non-cash contributions, gambling stuff. This right here is a real good page, I think, for helping you get your stuff together to make sure you got it. Then we go into all these other doggone questions, talking about it. Did your marital status change? Did you have a dependent? Health care issues? If none of those things changed and they don't apply to you, then don't worry about it. This is just trying to cover everything that's possible that could have showed up. But the biggest thing is retirement. If you did start taking out your retirement money, then that's a 1099-R that you should have. Also, since we're it's all in the news right now, this crypto and foreign currency stuff. We got a little section on that for you to answer about that. The biggest thing with the crypto and, of course, all the people that opened up accounts with companies like Robinhood and TD Ameritrade and all that started doing their own investing. The biggest thing is to make sure you include the year-end tax document from them, which is the consolidated 1099 they give you, which has everything that we would need to take and process the return under normal situation. You got a spot here to update your personal information. So like if your address changed, phone numbers changed, email changed, We got another nice important spot here for direct deposit, to where if we got your direct deposit, to have your direct deposit information in here for any kind of possible refunds. This is where you can remove and add children. So if you had a kid that moved out, then you can scratch them off and say that they're gone. If you had a new child, then you can put them in here, and you can take and go ahead and make sure you do take and include a copy of their social security card and birth certificate, so we can have a copy of that. Daycare providers, you got a place to put in their information here if they don't give you a statement. But if they give you a statement and it's got these things on it, which is the name, address, social security number or EIN, and the dollar amount, that's all we need. And for what kid, for which kid was taken care of by the daycare provider. This here is a nice little place to where it's to remind you about estimated tax payments if you're making those. And this here's where it shows you like the W-2. Well, if you're giving me a copy of it, I don't need anything else on it. So I wouldn't even really need this page. I just need your W-2 and the checklist showing it's there. For people that have their own business and they've had it in the past, there's going to be a Schedule C that'll be organizer page that'll be printed up. It's got what numbers were on there for last year, and it's got a spot for you to write in this year's. But if you already got it written out, just give me what you got written out. That works great too. If you got it in QuickBooks and you want us to just pull it out for your QuickBooks ourselves, there's several different ways to send me the QuickBooks information. One, you can just print out the profit and loss and say, here it is. I don't need you to worry about fixing my QuickBooks. This is what I got for income and expenses, and this is what I want to go with. Fine, we'll go with it. Just make sure you print out the cash basis for if you're a cash basis taxpayer, because if you've been issuing invoices to customers and you print out the accrual, I'll have a little bit higher income number than what it would be required, because most taxpayers are always cash basis taxpayers. If you have QuickBooks Online and you're like, look, I'll just invite you to that to where you can pull it yourself, that's fine too. But then again, like I said, if you have it already written out, you don't have to rewrite it. Just give me that page that you've already got it written out on. This is just something so you can see that, oh, I had a contract labor. Where's that on my page? I didn't have that. Well, I need to find out where that came from. And maybe I missed something. Because that's what the organizer is really meant to do, is try to help you find out the things that you might have missed. Same thing if it was a rental, if you had a rental property, it would have last year's info, place for this year. If you already got it written down somewhere, then that's fine. Farms, Schedule F stuff, that's same day, same way. Property mileage for your business use of a personal vehicle. And then the organizer goes into our little engagement letter, and it's also got the mail slip at the end. That's just in case I do actually have to physically mail one out to somebody. But pretty much we're going to be putting these in your client portal so you can take and get them. And once you get through filling that out and organizing that information, you can bring it all to us and we can scan it in and put it in the portal for ourselves and for you as well. Or we can take in, if you can scan it in as a PDF file to be able to upload it, then you're more than welcome to do that as well. Or if you're like, look, I'm just going to make you a copy of it and send you the copy, then I'll bring in the originals when I come in. That's fine too. But however you decide to get it to us, we're more than willing to take it however it comes in. We're just wanting to try to get this stuff in before your appointment. But if you do get it scanned, if you are going to scan it in, I recommend trying to scan it in as a few files as possible. You know, maybe scan in one file for the W-2s if you have like 5 W-2s. And you wanted to keep them separate for some reason, that's fine. You can do that. But I don't really, I'd like it to have it to where I have them all together if possible, instead of having 5 different PDF files for the W-2s, because what happens is this list right here gets a real long the more PDF files you add to it. And it just makes things a little bit harder to find. But once you do get it get it scanned in to where you can upload it, uploading it is nice and simple. You'll go to the, let me backtrack. You'll hit menu over here since they've added that. You'll go to upload document. You find that PDF or that group of PDF files that you've saved to your computer somehow or another. You'll click and drag. There we go. Now she's dragging. You'll click and drag it over here and you drop it on that little box there. It says drop files here. Once it gets through uploading, you can sit there and put in 2022 tax info and then hit send. It tells you one document success. You hit OK. Now you can hit menu. You can go back to view my documents and you can see that document that you just uploaded will be in yellow in the 2022 folder here. So that way there you can click it and view it yourself, or you can just call the office to make sure that they have it as well too. Is always a good thing. So I just wanted to go over real quick how to utilize the organizer and what to take and be looking for on that. And again, like I said, we want everybody to get us those tax organizers with your tax information, or if you don't want to send us back our tax organizer, just get us your tax info a couple of weeks prior to your appointment. So that way there we can get it entered in and we can spend more time when you come in answering your questions instead of doing the data entry at that point in time, because things have gotten more complicated as we have gone on here, and it's a little bit easier on us as the preparers to take and be able to take and do the data entry, go over the return, answer questions, kind of in that order. And that's the way we'd like to kind of always do it going forward here. But I hope y'all have a good holidays and look forward to getting through this upcoming tax season as well too. Just don't want to try to rush it along too much because life goes too fast as it is anyway. So y'all have a good holidays and we'll look forward to seeing you soon.